Oh, Mary, you so funny. You know, for somebody who claims to be as mental and as half-brained as you, I mean, what, one time you said you were about like a newborn, and then I think one time you were 4 years old. You know, you think you got a degree, don't you? Bless your heart, you really are delusional. You know, Martha ain't here, but you know, she did. We did talk about that, and I do have it. You know, I saved it. You know, I just don't. It hurts me that. You know, I got to get over some sadness first before I hear the voices and you know do that part. But you know, it will come and it'll be interesting because you so stupid. Now you want people to believe that me and her left somewhere we have lived. I have lived here since 1997. Now, don't you think I would know people here? And not only that, then you're just so stupid. You know, I could, if you were worth it, which you not. You know, I had insurance. I've always had insurance, Mary. You know, because that's what us normal people who work for what we have, we do that. We unfortunately pay for insurance. So I have a doctor. In fact, I got to call this week to get my sleeping pills because you know they're my best friend. You can talk about that too because you know I won't take offense to that because you know I really like them. They're pretty nice to me. I really like them. They help me sleep, and that's good. So I'm good. Well, anyway, back to the other problem, the lying problem. But I hope you can prove that too. I mean, I can prove some things. So I hope you can prove it. But you can't. You just gonna keep on. You just make up something else tomorrow. But do you really think that two women that have half a brain is gonna drive? And you said 8 hours? It's not an 8 hour drive, honey. It takes us about 6 hours, you know. And that's just taking our time. But eight? For God's sake. Now, so you're saying I worked up here because Martha was already, you know, not working when she moved here. And we took all my money and then we lie to our husbands. We don't let them know that we're going, you know, to Florida on a 6 or in your case 8 hour drive to a lawyer who sells us drugs, and that don't make any sense. Because Martha was in pain management for years, and if I'm not mistaken, you know, I'm not as smart as you, but I did go drive her to the doctor's office quite often. I do believe that's what she was getting there is pain management. And then I had my doctor, and you know, and they gave them to me for a long time, but you know, I quit taking them, and you know, I don't have no desire to go back on them. Lord, I don't take nothing, but I will take my sleeping pill. I haven't been in a couple of months, but I need to go in there and have a little chat because I got to get my schedule flipped back around to a normal schedule. But you're a doctor. I can surely tell the way you were speaking so intelligently with your eyeliner all smeared up under your eyes and your mouth all made up, looking like there was a show on years ago when I was young. It was called Bozo the Clown. It was like Captain Kangaroo, and Bozo the Clown was like one of the main things. Well, child, you just knocking it out of the park. They must be doing a remake. Now, who they going? Are they gonna have your belly play Captain Kangaroo and your face play Bozo? I'm not sure how that's gonna work. I don't know if you got enough talent for that, but God be with you. You know, you've been planning on this trip to California all your little life. So, you know, you there, make the best of it. Quit sucking on hot dogs, baby, and get on out there and get that job. You fit for the part today. I mean, what was you think? What are you thinking? Look in the mirror, honey. Please just look in the mirror. Because, you know, you remember, my mom used to tell me, don't you let me go out of the house with anything smeared. She said, you know how old people are. They can't see, so they smear it all on there. And I always promised her I wouldn't. And Scott, I wear very light anything. And, Lord, we got to be going somewhere special for me to go smearing on anything. You know, I try to keep it right now. And here you are, man. You're just looking like a mask. I don't know what you're doing, but it's really not a good look. It really isn't. And then everything that comes out your mouth. You know, now I'm trying to think of what I hadn't insulted today. I'll get on it in a minute. But I got something to tell you real exciting. I'm about to put it on here. Listen, I got the best gift today. You know, someone sent me something. And it just so happened to be someone who tried to help you multiple times. And I just adore her. You know, she's just a doll. And she's so intelligent. And I know I've read this before, but I'm not sure if the guys ever got around to really talking about it, but I'm going to put it out there because she told me I could do whatever I wanted. And since that's what we're going to do, we're going to put it out there. And I just found it so amusing. I'm going to have to fix it where I can, explain a little bit because I found a couple of facts pretty amusing. And you understood I said the word facts, not made up. Not I'm just going to run my mouth about Kathy and call her a whore and her kid's a whore and her dog a whore and her husband a pussy and, I said a bad word. Ain't that terrible? But you just got me in that mind frame and I really just don't care today. I really don't. My friend just left and she's just about to fall out of the car. I told her, I said, I wish you could stay. We could have really fun. Today's my mean day. I'll have to be nice tomorrow, but today my mean day. I get worked up every now and then. And gotta let it out, Mary. You just gotta let it out. So I'll be your Huckleberry, but you gonna be mine. Because I got a lot I can say to you, and I just don't care. I don't care. I don't care if you like it. I don't care if it hurts your feelings. I'm not gonna cover it up for you no more. You ugly as hell. You mean as hell. You are as vindictive, malicious little lying garbage can I've ever seen in my life. In fact, hell, somebody needs to take your damn batteries out and just get it over with, for crying out loud. Because you just don't quit. Last week you was on somebody else. Bless his heart, he got a break today. And I'm happy I gave it to him. It was a good timing, really. Because he really needed it. I mean, you're relentless. It's a good thing, your story making skills just aren't as talented when you're talking about men as they are when you're talking about me. But you think it bothers me. You think you're ruining my reputation, Mary. I wasn't worried about that when I came on here. I really wasn't. See, you were here for a whole different reason than me. I'm here because you were here, and your mouth was just a line, and here you go, keeping me here. You don't want to let us go. You won't let him go. You're not going to let me go. You're not going to let anybody go that speaks any kind of truth to you whatsoever. So, you're really not bothering, I'm sure you're not bothering him, and he didn't cancel no vacation, and nor am I. And you know what, my husband and I are going to have like a 4-hour ride. So, it might be fun to just talk about that, because I'm going to let him hear this video of yours where you're talking about that, because he's going to find that so amazing. And you know him. He is a no-nonsense kind of guy. Now, he'll cut up with me, but you, honey, he will. Oh, my gosh, they call him the hatchet man. I mean, Lord, he just don't, you going to follow the rule or you going to get on down the road. He don't play around, he didn't get where he is today by being you or anything close to you. And sometimes he looks at me and says, where did you come from? And I have to tell him, I'm sorry, I guess I should disclose that in the beginning. I should have maybe, but, and I know I just give him moments of, like, he shakes his head, but he just thought I was kind of crazy, and he didn't mind that because he needed that in his life. But he didn't realize it was the real kind of crazy. That, like, you didn't help me at all. So covering it up just ain't gonna help. I mean, he's seen you, and he's met a few other relatives, and he's pretty, he knows what he knows what he fell into, so it's okay. He got me away from all of it. Aren't you glad? Because if he hadn't, I'd be in California right now, probably just smearing that makeup off your face. I'd probably be washing your face with a potato scrubber. That's probably what I'd be doing, right? I'd be in your little apartment dressed like a hazmat worker. Because I know a little bit about hazmat. I kind of, had that job at one time. I had to do some kind of stuff. And I'd have gloves and all the fixings, when I come up and on in there with my little potato scrubber, and I would scrub that damn face of yours, and we'd get you right. We'd get them fingernails and toenails. I'd have to take you down there to the veterinarian's office to get them to cut your fingernails and toenails, because they have those heavy-duty clippers. They can knock that out real easy. I know better. I mean, yours, that's just something nobody needs to look at. No human should be forced to put their eyes on it, honestly. I mean, it turns my stomach. I got a weak stomach. I can't handle things like that. I can't. I just can't do it, I gotta eat or I'll starve to death. I'm about there now because of you. I've been looking at you now for a couple of days, a week. I mean, hell, I'm probably just barely over 105 pounds. I don't know. I might have to weigh myself. But anyway, it's getting really late, and I got to get that. My final gift to you of today prepared for you. I have some surprises for you for our next meeting day, and I hope you like them. I really do. I really hope you have a good time with me. I hope you had fun today. I know I did, because I was really sad yesterday, and really, I was just sitting in there with my debit card thinking about getting me a plane ticket and coming to California, just getting this show down on the road. But, I thought better of it, because you ain't worth it. Because I don't think I could stomach the smell of California since you got there. I really don't. I've never been there, and I wanted to go one day, but I guess that's just not going to happen now. I can't get past, like, seeing you wear the same thing every day for a week. That's just, those kind of things is worse than scratch and sniff. I mean, we all know, any mature adult knows that the smells coming off of you is worse than the mustard kind of baby poop when a baby goes. When they just can't help it, it runs up the back. Just messy, messy, messy. So if you ain't no baby, Lord knows you ain't no baby. You might have baby brain and you proud of it, but yet you want to stand up here and talk like you a psychologist, a MD, a therapist, an intellect, which is ironic. It's funny, really. I mean, you all do that. All three of you, three that I've been watching, all three of y'all think you so smart. But then you're so proud to be so dumb. I don't understand. Most people are proud to be, they don't really announce that they're stupid and then the next day giving psychological advice. I mean, you really think you know what you're talking about. And you don't. It's hilarious. I mean, you don't even have enough common sense when it comes to money to realize that nobody is going to drive that drive for something they go to the doctor and get right here. That's insane. And there is no family law, you dumbass. You just don't listen. I told you what I said. I'm going to tell you this is my last time telling you. Tomorrow you'll be saying the same thing. You won't get it. I'm going to say it one more time for the new people. That family lawyer you keep referring to, I told you that when I tried to deal with all this on my own, and because I didn't want nobody else to hear the garbage comes out of your mouth. I mean, you know what you said about the family and my mom and all that. I thought I could handle it because I've always been able to, but it just got too much on me because you just don't. I mean, Lord, you make 100 videos in an hour. Anyhow, so when I called down there to all the people that you talked about, my nieces and their exes, that's what I contacted, the ex, the father of one of the children you were so carelessly throwing words out, who's smarter than you and does more than you. It's amazing. And now his family, they are lawyers. There's a whole lot of them. That's what they are. And so when I told him, here, I'm not going to defend or do anything. This is all for y'all. If you don't want them talking about you, y'all do what you want to do. And I said, if you want to sue her, don't worry about me. The best revenge I could ever have is the YouTube channel. And so that's what I'm doing right now. Y'all do what you need to do. So I left it up to them. And I knew they had the brains and they had the skill to do it. That was what I meant by it, but I'm sure you ain't going to get it. But Lord, please, somebody help her. Tomorrow she's going to be blurting out something stupid again. She said this before. Please help remind her that that's not our family. They're not our family. They were married into the family, but now they're not. But they had a child. That's who I gave it to, the father. And his family's the lawyers, not related to us. Okay? Somebody please help me. Help me out, please, because I can't. She just makes you beat a dead horse until you feel like you need to go turn yourself in. So when you go down to the veterinarian's office, I want you to let them know that I am deeply sorry for beating that dead horse. And I do realize that he will not get up and ride away, but you seem to have a problem with it. You love beating dead horse. So you take care of that for me, okay? I know you will, because you don't want to upset me, do you? You don't want to disappoint me. I know you don't, because I know you just love me.